Hey Browns fans, Nathan Zegura here with another training camp position preview looking at the defensive line. And this is a room under new defensive line coach Jacques Césaire that is absolutely loaded on talent, loaded on veterans, and I think has a chance to be one of the best units in the entire National Football League. It starts out on the edges, where on one side you have the reigning defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett. On the other side, you've got the three-time Pro Bowler, Za'Darius Smith. So they're back. Za'Darius wanted to come back. Your starting tandem from a year ago is back. So is your defensive end, Obo Okoronkwo. So is defensive end number 4, Alex Wright, who really blossomed in his second season. Career-high 5 sacks, and he had a sack in each of the final 4 games of the season. And then you're bringing back Isaiah McGuire, last year's 4th-round pick. So all of your top 5 defensive ends from a year ago, they are back. Not to mention you got Sam Kamara and Isaiah Thomas, who has sacks in this league, backing them up and competing to try to make this roster. But that group is deep. They can get to the quarterback, and they have versatility with Myles Garrett, with Za'Darius Smith, with Alex Wright's ability, all of them to play inside. You may see at times 4 defensive ends on the field for the Browns in obvious passing situations, making things very hard on opposing offensive lines and opposing quarterbacks. Now you get to the interior of the defensive line, and boy, I am glad I'm not Andrew Berry, because he's going to have some very difficult decisions to make. Because again, like in the defensive end room, almost everybody is back. It starts with Dalvin Tomlinson, who had a career year for the Browns last year, and not only did they have everybody back, they added some new pieces. Their first pick, the 2nd rounder, Mike Hall Jr. out of The Ohio State University. He's going to get some looks in sub packages as a pass rusher because he has a quick first step. He's got that great swim move and really can collapse the pocket. Now, who will be next to Dalvin? Maybe on down one. Could be Mike Hall. That's obviously in play. Could be the returning Shelby Harris. Could be the returning Mo Hurst. Could be Siaki Ika in his 2nd year out of Baylor, last year's 3rd-round pick, looking to take a big leap forward. And then there's another one. Quentin Jefferson, another one of these veterans who has come to the Cleveland Browns. Jefferson's got 11.5 sacks the last 2 seasons. So you talk about a guy who can generate pressure from the interior. That's what you've got there. Now, think about what I just said. Dalvin Tomlinson, Mike Hall Jr. You've got Shelby Harris, Mo Hurst, Quentin Jefferson. You've got Siaki Ika. That's 6. Maybe we keep 5 defensive ends. There are going to be very difficult decisions, not to mention the fact the Browns also drafted in the 7th round Javion Briggs out of the University of Cincinnati, who had a heck of an offseason. So this room is going to be loaded. The cut downs are going to be very difficult, and there is competition here. It's going to be a rotation. That's the way Jim Schwartz does it, but you've got a lot of pieces who can do a lot of things, from Dalvin to Jefferson, who absolutely can get after the quarterback, to let's see what Mike Hall can do here early in his career, to the vets, Shelby and Mo Hurst, guys who have been very productive in this league, and then Siaki Ika looking to take that step forward. It is going to be a wild room. So this is a loaded group. If you keep 10 defensive linemen, which is a lot, the Browns have that easily. I'd say the Browns probably have 14 guys that deserve to be on 53-man rosters around the National Football League. So we're going to have to see how this one plays out. But it is certainly something to pay attention to. And I think if the Browns can get in those good situations again, where they can get leads and force teams to become one-dimensional, the Browns have a chance to do a lot of sacking of the quarterback, which I know the Dog Pound absolutely loves. As always, keep it tuned to ClevelandBrowns.com and the Browns mobile app for the latest on your Cleveland Browns. This has been a position preview looking at the Browns' dominant defensive line.